Evening all. Bloody camera shifted again. Fantastic. You think I'd check these things before I go live, eh? It's a professional operation, this one, I promise. How are we all doing? Get some juice on the go. I know, it's been a while since I've done an STO stream, I know. Truth is, I've not been playing STO. I've been too busy playing Star Citizen. As a matter of fact, I was playing it earlier on and I had to leave to come and do the stream. That's how we look and see what we're going to do tonight. So, I have my endeavours to do. Very unusual for me on stream, but I'll get them done. I've also got the red alert to do as well. So I shall go and jump into the red alert first off. Just going to use the ship that I'm in just now. Well, menu. Get the pop straight away. Nice. Fantastic, mate. That's good news. I hope everything's okay, pal. Anyway, we shall have a look at the jelly with the vanity shields for you once I finish this. And see if we can't find one that... I'm using all the wrong keybinds. I'm too used to Star Citizen. Fantastic, so I like to see, nice and quick. I'm in the 77 bits. I was hoping that was going to heal the shields a bit more, but we'll do that. We'll jump into something with the jelly and we'll put up the shield and do the regen. Right, I need to go into the jelly anyway because I need to get it ready for tomorrow. And what I want to do is I want to take off... What do I want to sacrifice here? Sacrifice that and we'll put on that VHF from the Freedom. Back in, find it. No, that's not it. Which was the sole purpose of, well, one of the purposes of getting the Freedom was for the console. Is that it there? That's the one. Perfect. Right. I'll take that one off. I want to make sure we have all the other ones available. And we'll grab all the ones out of the bank as well, and we'll go through them and we'll have a look. Damn it, I forgot you have the bank window open, it puts everything into them. I forgot I've got one to sell. Too many shields. Right. There we go. 2 wee seconds just till I sort out that sovereign, because I want to dump all the bound consoles back to it. And I might as well put that warp core on there as well. Why are they not in the jelly? Why is that not in the jelly? Why is that not on it? Oh, that's right, I've got the different set on it, that's fine. Stick that ice mag on there. Put that in there, and we'll put that other ice mag. Yeah, right. What's the jelly got on it? Yeah, Kittimer set on it, and all of that, that's fine. Right. Do that, sort that. Right. I do wish they'd get round to giving us tabs for the inventory. I really do. And because it should be a case of that you buy all your inventory slots, and then you can assign X number to each tab, and then just put stuff in it, and your main tabs where everything goes by default. I would love for them to do that, I really would. If only. That'd be nice if it did. Send off if somebody tries to steal it. But it's only a problem in SC that folk try and steal your ships. Right, okay. So, let's have a look. So, one that kind of makes it look like a clam. So, the Bejor Defense one gives it a nice texture. Matter of fact, that doesn't actually look too bad on that. Huh, I'd have thought it. Pretty much in Star Citizen, that is about the size of it. You think ESD chat's toxic? Jesus, triangle over there. Anything goes, and there's no way to in-game report them either when they're coming out of talking about folk like Nazis and so forth, or raising events in the States of weight, etc. and bad taste. The green one's very dated. So it's a Mega Force one. But the Mutara one, that gives it a nice bit of texture. Yeah, the Breen one is very Borgish. So that's the Cara one. So that's the actual vanity shield, not the shield from the rep itself, because that one is and that's a slightly lighter version of it. Don't even get me started on that one. Zatvash, let's have a look. Where is Zatvash? There it is. Nice all green round it with the sandy colour, and then it's reversed on the bottom. See if I can't shrink this window anymore, it would be handy. So much turn temporal. Not looked at some of these for quite a while. I'm just trying to remember what they're like. I've got the actual Jem'Hadar one from the Lost Dominion mission. Got quite a nice pattern to it, and it's a very subtle grey, which works quite well with the pink and then into the purple. And that's a new one from the winter event. There is a Herc one, yep. There is, yeah. So that's a Herc one. We've got that baby poo green. And you got this purplish brown as well on the inside of it. On other ships it does kinda. Yeah, it's got quite a lot of illuminated pattern panel designs within it on other ships. Just with this particular model there's not much. Excuse me. For it to really clamp onto. It'd probably be the same with the Zencathi one. And that. There's the Zencathi one. Almost like a turtle shell. Yeah, Doc, it's because I didn't do it yesterday. I was going to stream last night, but when it came time, I just really didn't fancy doing STO. Unfortunately not. It's something I really should suggest to them. A bit of pattern on the hull material, that's pretty much about it for the Borg. The work bees. No, these don't have any texture to them, it's all just the colours. I think the Bezier one's probably the closest to kind of like a clamshell kind of texture to it, to be honest. It's probably going to be your best bet. There we go. And the best bit is you can get it free in game just by doing the mission. And the mission is It's not the Gamma Quadrant 1. I think it's the Lost Dominion story arc, I think. That's not that one. I remember the episode, just can't remember what story arc it's in. It's that one there, I think.
Starfleet intelligence believes the Synkethi attack on an
Yeah, there it is, yeah.
could happen very soon. With their new proto.
Yeah, so it's in that one from New Frontiers. Nice. I gave up doing the story missions and all the alts. I've done the playthrough and all of these that many times. So I'm just hoping the next mission's the last one of this one, I hope. And then we can move on to a different story arc altogether. Right, I'm going to keep that on. I'm going to beam back down. Yeah, no worries with it. That's it. Ask a question. If I can answer it, I shall answer it. Right. Terran grounds, anti-proton damage ground. Get those two knocked out just now. And then I'm going to do the repair shields in space. Private task force operation. Operation Wolf. There we go. Turrets. That's the answer, Doc. Plenty of turrets. And if anybody's not seen, bring this over just whilst this pops. I got my new desk pads through today from Master Replicas. So that's obviously the TNG Con one. And then that's the one that they labelled up as coming from the Stargazer. So both nice, and my mouse is sliding beautifully over the top of it just now.
Everyone's here. A team of X once you.
They're too fucking small. The problem is, how long I've got? 30 seconds. I've got the legs supporting the upper part of the desk, so it limits the depth I can go on the desk pads, because I've got bigger ones for my old desk. They just don't fit this one, unfortunately. So, but they're wide enough. Now I've got my full mouse keyboard plus my Mac mouse on it just now. My other one will have my works keyboard, etc. on it later on in the week when I'm working from home. Oh, the hurt ones, aye. Stop moaning about the shields losing power. Time to run away. Fuck off, Black. Shadow the bloody Black Mountain. Stop putting me in fucking red alert, you bastard. Oh, piss off. They'd been doing it was for that bloody trait. Get a fucking red alert. Come on. Come on. Come on. Before the buggers run up the fucking ramp. Come on. Son of a bitch. I just wait till I die. Anyway, let's try we down. Oh, for fuck's sake. Any other time, I'm in and out. But oh no, I'm doing it on stream, I have to bloody suffer. Right, come on for God's sake. Finally. Got out of it. There we go. Ah, cheers. I knew there was something I meant to do. Well, thanks for that, Doc. Yeah, it is. It's been an absolute tosspot. And that was me being nice about it. Upside is up. I got two of them knocked off there, so that's fine. Put that back to that. Alright. Let's go and have some fun and see if we can build up some shields damage. Nah, I'm glad you did that. I'm meant to go in and change it. It was on my list of things to do. Because I did remember that I had done obviously the Star Citizen one on Saturday.
Sorry.
The Carter is ready to assist you.
Hey, finally I'm bigger than the Kobayashi Maru.
Lead the way. Sure got fun. Reading a single Ferengi vessel, Marauder class. They've decloaked.
I thought I made myself clear to that woolly brat. Leave enough of their ship for salvage. I'll gather them up.
Mokai bastard ships. Oh, the upside, according to the blog, the space TFO is actually counterpoint. I love the fact that they actually check before they put body stuff out. It is a Kobayashi Maru, but they've just put their own bloody TFO in the blog because, you know, they don't actually read what they put out. There's no quality control on it. They did. That's exactly what they did. I don't know how they managed to do it, given the fact that Counterpoint's never been in it. But they managed it. That's that one done. I did message Suna about it. I don't know if she's picked it up or updated it. I'm going to have a look in a second. Job done. Let's have a wee look. Star Trek Online News. Yeah, they've updated it now. There we go. This is going to be interesting. I'm not going to buy this one out. To be ticks. I think I've got the details on that transponder somewhere. I should tell you up here. To do that, here we go. Fantastic. Position across vast distance of space. Clearing combat by diverting enemy fire from yourself and your allies and constantly enhancing allies around it. Apply powerful boons to all allies within range. So yeah, so it's not terrible. And so I'm guessing, since it says allies, it'll include yourself. And the question is can you call it in with the Kobayashi Maru? So that's going to be interesting to find out in a couple of weeks' time once I get it. I say I'm not bothered about the buyout. I've got to start the campaign event. So I have to make sure that we continue doing all the days of it, which means I've got to log in every single day. Okay. Yeah, so, and the rewards this year are the same as the last couple of years, so you're getting well, it says Infinity promotional ship of your choice, but obviously you get the choice between promotional and normal Infinity ships, 2 free Zen coupons, which will probably get used for something, and the lobby as well. So as for the new ship, so one from Enterprise, so straight into Infinity, no themed lockbox so far. 353, so it's got 5 TAC consoles. So if you're doing an Uncon build, not so great if you're trying to do an ISOMAG one. And only 2 device slots. So it's pilot temporal. At least you'll get the pilot maneuvers. No, they started it in January last year as well, because they've got the 6 campaign events to do throughout the year. Plus they throw in obviously the summer and winter and the anniversary and one more, can't remember what it is. So it's a full calendar, and when they try to do the 6 events the first year, it caused a lot of burnout and a lot of players. So they started it in January last year, whereas the year before that was when they did the anniversary event, and we got the Rex, I think it was. So we should see the anniversary event. Now, given the fact that that starts on console in February, was it February the 13th, wasn't it? So February the 17th, and it runs for 3 weeks. So I've got a sneaky suspicion that we might not see the anniversary event till March. Because they release it at the same time on both PC and console. So if console's getting this event next month, which isn't too bad, given the fact it's only a month later and they're still doing their own one. So yeah, so I don't think we'll see the anniversary event till probably closer to March, I think. Maybe the tail end of February. Let's see what this has got. So, energy distribution blast emitter shoots a blast of disrupted energy and an arc damaging foes. And it can knock their impulse and shields offline. Not a bad thing. I know it drops the Dreadnought one's impulses. So 10% bonus kinetic damage when going full throttle and over 90% max flying speed. And then you get -1 bonus kinetic damage each second. The applications for 10 seconds. So it's got an experimental weapon. Increased chance for critical hits if their subsystems are offline. So if you're knocking the shields and impulse engines off, and then the experimental weapon works in conjunction with that. And again, we've also got the radar flanking as well. Yeah, pretty much. Set engine power to 0. So that's fine. I believe that's also got a bonus to kinetic damage. Or does kinetic damage, or reach further down. And then of course I no longer need to do Vanity Shield videos because they're putting them on here now. Happy days. Also saved me getting the ship. So the trait shock attack barrage. So under rapid fire or scatter volley, cancel darts deal an extra disruptive damage per weapon activation cycle to targets within 5 kilometers within a 45-degree arc. So again, this sounds like they're trying to do a disruptor version of complex plasma fires like they tried with the Nave arc, and probably missing the mark on it. It'll be interesting to see when Spencer tests this tomorrow. Yeah, so hull modifier 0.9. Yeah, it's not going to be very strong. Yeah, you'd be lucky. Yeah. Shield amount 1.1, so 511 layout. So not a surprise there. So we'll get the pilot manoeuvres, including the barrel rolls, which I don't know if anybody actually does that anymore in combat. It would be nice if they did some more broadside stuff, but they pretty much did that with the Kerala. That was pretty much, bang on. So plenty of... So it's all got a ton of universal seating. So again, so you can get a ton of on-con on the 10 pop one. You use Lieutenant Commander for science. You've got a Commander tack already with pilot, a Lieutenant and Ensign universal. So the seating's not bad at all. A lot of flexibility in there, which I like to see. turn on a dime by the looks of it. Plus 10 weapons, plus 10 ox. Again, dual cannons, so CSV setup. So improved raider flanking on it. And then also it's the radar mastery package. 29, 33, 64 for the Admiralty stats. 2.5 crit rating from tactical. Right, so the console. So in the forward arc, you're getting up to 10 kilometers for disruptor damage. 10 seconds knocks the subsystems offline. And it's half duration versus players because PvP folk moan about stuff like this. Now, this doesn't say how much extra disruptor damage per weapon activation. So it'll be interesting to see the tooltip tomorrow. Obviously, that would be fantastic on a disruptor build if it's adding in quite a bit more, but if it's only 1% or 2%, then... Alright, got your Wikibuild. Yeah. Well, when it says in a 45-degree arc, it doesn't say facing what way. You know, is that because technically that could be 360 degrees. I suspect it's a forward arc, although it doesn't say it. Again, we need to see the tooltip and see what the testing does. Experimental weapon. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. I'm presuming forward, yeah. So, after the old naval era gun, which was first to be able to reliably fire explosive shells, marking the end of wooden ships, fair enough. Gun has increased chance to critically hit their targets if they're suffering from subsystem offline, so again that goes back to the console, working the pair in tandem. Chance to stack for each individual subsystem offline. So if you're knocking impulse and shields off plus any other way of doing it. Additionally, ships benefit from radar flanking will apply a stacking physical and kinetic damage resistance buff to their targets when firing from their rear arc. So, I'm guessing this ship, if you're firing from behind, you'll be able to knock down their physical and kinetic resistance. Deals kinetic damage. So it's a cannon. It's doing kinetic damage. We've already got a couple of them on in the game. They're not that effective. From an experimental weapons point of view, it's still the hexacannons and the Gorn plasma one are still the top two. I can't see this dislodging either of them. And again, it's only really helpful on raiders, which will enhance that. So, I like the seating on it. A lot of flexibility for builds there with that seating. Again, dual cannons, experimental weapons, so we could easy enough do a plasma CSV build on it. Either with the Gorn plasma weapon or the hexacannon. Ton of uncon triggers. I know I'm swearing using the word uncon, I know. Bit poor on the device slots though, because I tend to slot about 3 on most of my builds. 5-1, again that's fine. It'll be interesting to see. I'm not rushing out to get it in any way, shape or form. It's not really my kind of ship. So, and there's all the vanity shields on it. You can put the Endeavour one on it as well. It does, yeah. Not that we're going to intimate that Destiny stole the design from the Alliance in any way, shape or form. To me, I always think it should be flying forwards, just from the look of it, rather than that being the back of the ship and that being the front. But in saying that, I said the same about the Ferengi Marauder for long enough. So, shame we can't get that one anymore. That doesn't look too bad on quite a lot of ships, the 32nd century one. There's a Bajor one on it. Hey. And that'll make folk happy that they've shown off the vanity shields on it. It'll kill a lot of content creators, but at the same time it'll keep folk happy. They don't need to wait for somebody to get the ship and do a video on it. It'll be interesting to see if they do that for the ships from the anniversary. Anyway, that's enough rambling on about that. Right. All that's done. Red alert's done. No, not buying that out. That's all the crap. Well, let's see if there's anything interesting to spend Zen on. I do love how the store's still absolutely foobarred. Because I already have the Volvin, I've already got the Temple Disorder, I've already got the Herald Defiler. Yep, it says I can still buy them. And same with the Hypermass, same with the Pavo set. Same with the Protostar one. Same with Crystal, Maelstrom. Yeah. No wonder folk accidentally buy it because they forgot they got it during the event. And it's been reported and they still haven't fixed it. Problem with a lot of these ships is they're not. Is this one full spec? No. They're not full spec ships anymore. That's the one that's got yeah, Soliton Wave. That used to be quite a popular experimental weapon. That's all the rubbish. That's all the rubbish. Sex scandal. I can't say there's anything in Muds that's making me want to part with the Zen. Any promotions on by any chance? No. Oh, is there a fleet version of it, is there? Yeah, so it'll be a case of buying the ship for the experimental weapon and then getting the fleet version of it for the spec. Ah, so you've got to get the ship first before you can get the fleet version of it, got you. I was thinking I haven't seen it in here. Unless I've totally missed it. The search on this thing is absolutely to say the least. That's interesting. Typing in tack. Tack. That's something nice of them. I'm glad they can just take my credit card. Nah, my money's going to Star Citizen at the moment. I didn't even bother buying Zen during the sale. So what I probably should do is just throw that on the exchange and increase the backlog a bit. That's what I probably should do. Right, anyway, what are we going to do? What shall we do? What shall we do? What ship have I not flown for a while? Well, let's take the NX out. As we might be getting a Enterprise themed anniversary. Why not take this out and have some fun with it? Let's switch that out to that, just to reduce the damage distance penalty, and I should leave them on actually. I'll leave that on. Maybe boost the turn rate. Aft weapons. Let's put on the trilithium one. Yeah, I'll put that. Put it on. I think we're all in that boat to a certain extent. You know what? I might stick the Valkyrie shield in that. That's over there. Where is it? There it is. I'll just leave it as a phaser setup. So fine there. Back in the officer de-swatting again. Good to see. It's always him that comes off and her that comes off. There we go. Station wise, what we got? Being, yeah, that's all fine. And trait wise, universal room temple tunneling, that's what it was on. Estate will remember. I wonder if I can maybe swap that out for something else. Okay, what? Put cultural conquest on it. Thanks for stopping by, Alex. Appreciate it. Yeah. I can see that getting there shortly. Twinkling lights. I've been doing crazy stuff in a rainbow building the Typhon. I'll leave it like that. Make sure that's that there. Right. Just make sure the tray's okay. Which it isn't. Surprise, surprise. Stupid shield redistribution. This will not stay where they're told to stay. And for some weird bizarre reason, that started running about all over the tray as well. What the hell's that up there? There. Yeah. There. There we go. Yes, I did actually have a beam overload build on this at one point. As with the new Fakiri shield on it. Very reflective. I'm going to jump into some content with this. Don't know what I'll do though. I'll take it into advanced to begin with. Right, let's before I do that, I'll take a quick 2 minutes and then we'll get cracked on. go. And we're back. Right. Let's see what pops. Hopefully something fun and entertaining. I have to say, I think if they were doing STO from scratch now, nice EA. Probably be a lot better. But then we'd probably be starting again with just T1 through 4 ships. And go through all the pain of T5s and T6s and etc. I think it is. Nah, it's not. The reason I'm doing advanced is because I do not want to end up in Corfez. Hope Billy did a follow as well, mate. Sorry, I missed that. Appreciate that. That's... It's been a while. I'm trying to remember my activation order on this.
Scanning the nanite track. God.
Overshot that a bit. Whoopsie. Only ISE went this quick.
A probe is closing in on the grid. Destroy it.
Hate it the board gave this gateway effective weapons. That's just unsportsmanlike. Oh, short but sweet. Nice wee warm up though. Let's see what we get next. That's a Borg Knight by the looks of it. Nothing else is content. I wonder if I'll actually get a sleep tonight. I kind of went OTT with coffee today at work. Lost track of how many cups of coffee I actually drank. Firing weapons does help. I have noticed this. Let's fuck over the other one as well, that's fine. I'll go over here and help. Just like the episode that expands with the Klingon bird of prey. It will be interesting to see what ships we get if it is an Enterprise themed anniversary. I'm guessing we're going to get the Delta and the Intrepid. I'll have a look at them in a minute.
Your defensive capabilities are unable to withstand us. Lower your shields and await assimilation.
I think I'm in the right place for them coming in. Ah, I'm just too far away. Oh, where am I on? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm wondering if they're going to learn that folk are wanting alien ships. Me personally, I tend just to fly Federation ships. Unless I'm on one of my alts like a KDF or a Romulan, in which case I tend to only fly that faction ships. So, on my Romulan I've got a plasma build, I've only got Romulan ships. On my Klingon character I've got disruptor builds and only Klingon ships. Jem'Hadar I've got Polaron builds and only Jem'Hadar ships. So, let's have a wee nosy and see what ships that we might get. There's a Star Trek Enterprise ships. Let's have a look. It's a pain in the arse because I can't. So it's obviously the Delta. So that's a strong possibility. We've already got the J, so that kind of rules that one out. Yeah, that didn't help at all. What was it? 2001, wasn't it? We don't have a mirror version of the Enterprise yet. The NX-01. Try ships from Star Trek. For fuck's sake, Google, you about as much use as tits on fish. I'm going to AI mode. Try ships from. Oh, for God's sake. Let's try 22nd century. Let's try that. So the Ganges, which is referred to as the Delta. Don't know why the Franklin's in there, that's the body beyond. Daedalus, I think we've already got a version of that in the game already. Intrepid, we've already got the NX. Already got that as well. Oh, let's look at images, see if this gives us anything better search result wise. Quite a few of the Andorian ships already. I'm sorry, look, it's the blocked URLs on. So Arctic 1 is a good shout. It's a possibility. It would have to be the Borgified version. Really, because Arctic 1 itself is just a transport. Pictures about his body clear as mud. But yeah, I would like to see a T60 here. And that because I want a decent Vulcan ship, and not one for one of the body cartoons. T6 Raptor, have that as an escort. That's it, augments bird of prey. No, it's not, that's it there. Because we didn't really see many, well, we really saw the bird of prey and the raptor. We never really got to see many others in Enterprise from the Klingons. We've got that in game as well already, otherwise that would have been a nice addition. Suliban ships, again, we've got a couple from the show already in there. But they could throw in the Cell ship into the anniversary bundle. No, it's a useless ship, but the bridge is bloody helpful. Having that account wide, I'd be quite happy with. But I've already got the Dakota. Bridge unlocked account wide, so the only difference is the Suliban one's got that bridge officers for those that are interested in doing it. The Shran, I don't think we've got that in game yet. And the Valkus, I think could be interesting ones. I want to get your hopes up. Is the Shran lockbox, is it? Let's have a look. That's the... Let's go to the Tapau. Let's look at the Infinity Hotbox. Infinity Hotbox Tier 6. Check the promos in a second. Let's check the promo ships. It's Cheval. Aye, so that's the one for Body War decks or some otherwise stupid body cartoons. Yeah, so that's the Cheval. So let's say Shran. That's a fantastic picture of it. What's it there? Oh, the Shiran, sorry. Shiran. Again, a T6 of the Dekia would be beautiful because I do like that design. Yeah, that's only 2 Vulcan ships that we've got at the moment. So it'd be nice to see some of these come into it. Yep, so the Zillions, yep. And their tiny wee ship. Hell, could probably even get the Bloody Horizon in as a cargo ship. What else we got? Got quite a few of the Zindi ships already. So I'm sure we've got that one in. I think. And we've got the Tholian ships. And I haven't seen that often. Alien Probe. Zindi 1. The Big Wisp ship. That could be interesting. And it's Beta. So that's Arctic 1 Borgified. Arconian ship. There's in transport and the attack great warship. Yeah, so there's a few. Because then there was that one there as well from first season. Is it Fight or Flight? Is that the name of the episode? See, my memory's not totally gone yet. I'm getting there. They have quite a choice. It does kind of a bit, doesn't it? Especially with the green, with the grey there, yeah. And the layered approach to it. That could be an interesting one. But at the same time, though, they could also just, come up with their own designs as well. It's been a while since we've seen that, really. Although folk are hoping for skip all the deck and the other ones that came out originally in that bundle. Where's the one that I'm looking for? So we had that, which was the Yorktown, I believe. Let's see if I can find a better picture of it. Yep. Ships from Legacy. Google is getting worse and worse, I'm sure it is. Let's have a look at this. That was the Federation class. So that could be an interesting addition. It's kind of TOS era, but just enough Enterprise era on it. Let's go back to that's Apache's news. I hate going to the bloody fandom shite. Right, sites. That was a slip of the tongue, yep. Show me the damn ships already. So the Surat class of the Sharan. We got that Discovery class. Again, we don't have that in game yet. It's not that exciting, to be honest with you, but so the Minuteman. Yeah, it's a possibility. I can't say I'd fancy flying it, to be honest, but I hope. So the Poseidon is effectively an Enterprise era Miranda class. Near enough. And let's face it, who doesn't want another Miranda variant? Rider, so that doesn't look too bad. I think the one that most folk will want is the Yorktown. That I wouldn't mind, especially if it was a command. So it wouldn't surprise me if we see a combination between the Star Trek Legacy ships from the show. And I say if they're sensible, they'll do a mixed bundle. You know, some Starfleet, some Klingon would be nice. We've not had a mixed bundle. When was the last time we had a mixed bundle? Cross-faction one, really. But we've not had an anniversary bundle that's been cross-faction. And the other ones are really the mega bundles. The 11th, yeah. Yeah, so 5 years ago. With one crap bird of prey. Yeah, questionable Excelsior. The Ambassador one had a useful trait on it, as did the Vulture. I did like the Vulture, apart from the forced lighting on it. It failed because it was overly priced for what it was in comparison to a lot of other bundles. So, you've got 4 ships, so you've got 6 ships and that. But they gave you bloody what was it? Urban Tech updates, 11 master keys, 500 lobby, cross-faction flying, 6 ship shots, experiment upgrades. See, they say 6 experimental upgrades, but then they show 11 there. A bit fucking questionable. But I'm sure they were. Can't remember what the hell they were. Yeah. Without a doubt. Because the 10th bundle, you know, had all the ships folk wanted. Don't think I'll no show in here because it's not on sale at the moment, which is a bit fucking stupid, but well, so but then they came back with a vengeance with the 12th. Yeah, the meta ship at the moment, plus SAD as well. The Lexington, great broadside boat. Terran Trailblazer, I've still not done a proper build on that. And the Adamant. So, and then they followed that up with the 13th with the Eagle, the Hydra, the Styx, because they screwed up the crossfield. And also the Monitor as well, which is a hell of a lot better than the legendary Nebula. So, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Exactly what we get with the anniversary bundle this year. So, I say odds are I'll probably get it just because I've got all the other ones. Yeah, Eric. So I'll probably pick it up. Might do videos on it, but as I say, if they're doing the shields and that and the promos, and there's no really much point in doing them. It's a waste of time. I thought Enterprise was a great show. I thought they managed to balance the technology. Yeah, keeping it on the curve of where we are at the time of filming and slotting it in between now and the original series, including obviously the scanner, the buttons, and all the rest of it. Discovery was just a fucking joke when it came to try and keep in line with TOS. Strange New Worlds has done a good job of trying to keep the original feel with this, apart from that stupid bloody window on the Enterprise, which it shouldn't have. You know, it was decided back in the 60s that they weren't going to put windows on the bridge. They wanted the view screen, etc. And of course, Sega Hydra just went, yeah, fuck it, we're going to do whatever we want to do. So, but yeah, that'll be interesting. I say, if it is Enterprise themed, I'll look forward to it. And I say, I'm the same as you, Ken. I love those kind of ships from the show. I like the era. And I'll just be curious to see what they actually put in. Excuse me. Used me wonder if I'm going to get sleep tonight and I'm yawning away. So, another long day tomorrow. Because realistically, the NX, I don't know if I can find it. I'll be down in the purchase list. Yeah, so the NX and the Romulan version, that's really the only, I want to say the only two Enterprise era ships we've got, apart from the Cell ship. And you could technically class the Silic as Enterprise era, I suppose. I suppose the Von Talk looks very like the Enterprise era bird of prey. It'll be interesting to see what we get. Yes, all the parts are attached to the ships. That's always a good factor. Aye. Which one, Wiki? I lost to try and think of which one. Might be 26. Let's scroll down. In fact, I think I know the bundle you mean. There's the report that turned into the freighter for some reason. Possibly. Did take all the filters off, yeah, I took all the filters off. And expansion packs, maybe, yeah. Bundles. So there's the Andorian ships that we've got just now, which are very similar, obviously, to the ones in Enterprise, so I doubt we'll get any different ones in them. The Harmaster one. Yeah. That's exactly what they were based off of. Oh, the event reward. Alright. Ah, right. Now I'm with you, Eric. I'm a bit foggy. Let's go at one. I sworn there was a carrier one. In a second. Let me quick look. Yeah, it's there. Yeah. Crossfire and fight deck assault carrier, that's it, yeah. Yeah, wasn't going insane. What the bloody hell is it? Must wonder why I can't find it. Oh, is it under Romulan, is it? Faction bundles. Let's try to find the bundle. Is the problem. Unless I am totally and utterly blind and I just can't see it, but I'm definitely not seeing it. Huh. I know the Silic's in here, as is the Malum. That's it there. Is it just me? Right, so no filter on. That's well, when it begins with F is the flagship that's coming up. Allied escort bundle. Cruiser bundle. Yeah, I did. It's not coming up for me at all, mate. That's I'm just checking this just to see if it says anything like if it's been the bundle's been removed. Not on the wiki it says it's been taken out of game. Let's just have a look at this. The thing is, it's not even bringing up a page for this. Surely they didn't take the bundle out of the game, surely not. Uh, Got a lovely eye since it says low buy store. Ah! There we go then. Oh, so here's me thinking I'm going bloody nuts. It's because I've got the Celic, that's what it is. There, thank you, Kane. Freaking saved my bloody sanity. Right. And we do one more TFO. And then I might call it a night. I'm not doing Borg Disconnected though, because that takes too bloody long. That's just, to be perfectly honest, it's fucking stupid. Mind you, in saying that though, the bundle is what, 6,000 Zen? So you're taking one ship out and you're still paying 6,000 for two ships. So yeah, I suppose it makes sense you just go and buy the other two ships. Because I don't think there was anything else in the bundle apart from cross-faction flying. So, right, give that a minute to clear and see what else pops up. I'm not doing Borg Disconnect, stop bloody suggesting it. Yeah, Ancient Bundle sounds about right, mate. Right. Well, Streamlabs is certainly better at doing the announcements in the chat compared to Stream Elements, I'll give it that. Defensive Starbase one, there we go, that'll do. So I might be getting invited to a streaming group at some point in the near future. So the start of the streams will be slightly different. probably stream again Wednesday, but it'll be a Star Citizen stream over on Twitch, just in case I'm doing a collaboration with Thorny.
Listen up. The war.
Because if I'm doing collaboration streams, I'll only do them on Twitch, because then that way I can't get banned for YouTube. Then perhaps another STO stream on Thursday, because the event will be on then, so I might just do the event on stream.
Here they come.
And I'll get the old jellyfish out. Oh, for God's sake, move. Die, Klingon dogs. I can't even call them Klingon dogs. You ding-on dogs, that's more like it. The upside is over on Star Citizen I've got sugar daddies. Because I've got some rather expensive ships. Well, they're all extremely expensive ships over on Star Citizen, to be honest, but the upside is we can get them all in game. Just like we can on the exchange in STO. And except they're sold directly in game by the studio. But the downside is that when they do a server wipe, which they tend to do if they're doing like major updates, etc., you do lose everything that you've purchased inside the game and start again from scratch, which, you know, keeps folk playing and keeps folk grinding. Also in turn probably makes folk go and buy the ships on the website. Might not be a bad marketing ploy, that one. But yeah, I've been gifted a few decent ships, so I'm going to wipe these all out. Made billions. They've passed the 1 billion mark, Kane.
There's a break in incoming call signatures.
No, I think the plan will be that when it goes live, they are doing a player exchange into it. At the moment, you can do a third-party site for doing trades, which is, you know, accepted in the terms of service. So there's not anything, no real money or anything like that. It's all in-game resources. You just put up what you want to buy or what you want to sell, and somebody will reach out to you, meet them in game, and you just make the trade. So they will be doing an exchange. They will still have the ship store for you grinding out, but you will probably end up needing to purchase insurance for your ships, because at the moment you can do insurance claims. You know, if your ship gets blown up, stolen, etc., and you don't lose anything. But I think when the game does finally go live, that you will need insurance, otherwise you will lose said ship. I'm having fun. I have a tank in game. And I need the biggest ship that I have. Anybody that's seen the stream on Saturdays, that Hercules. And it's one of the few ships that the tank will actually fit in for transport. So that's fun, driving a big ass tank on the back of a carrier. and flying, landing, and rolling out in the tank. You can sit down for a few minutes. I'd like to say I've done nothing but sit down all day, but I've actually been quite active.
This is Andor. Our shields are taking hits, and we could use an escort.
That's the one good thing about being back in the office that I was in and out of for over a period of 15 years in my new job, is that
Regrouping again.
it's only 2 floors,
Position to prepare for the next assault.
so I don't take the lift. So I'm up and down the stairs all the time, which has helped because I've lost 7 kilos in the last 2 weeks.
Here come the Klingon battleships.
And I've only been to the gym once, and that was yesterday. I might go tomorrow after work. I think I'll be getting away a bit early tomorrow. And with the downtime and everything, by the time I get back, you know, Spencer will be on streaming, showing us the Orion ship. Wannabe will probably be claiming, he got that ship with the keys I gave him. As usual. So, anything for a bit of body attention. And then the Cryptic stream is on, and I'll probably watch that. Well, have it on in the background and see if I can win another T6 coupon, which would be nice. Not that there's any ships I particularly fancy, but it'd be nice to get another T6 coupon just for the sake of getting it. Just add it to the collection. Blow up people. I can actually activate all the rest of the tray as well, rather than just the spam bar. That would probably help as well, you know, funnily enough.
Roosevelt's in need of aid. Can you draw off some of those enemy ships?
I went to warp half an hour ago. What are you worrying about? Yeah. I can't remember what I use my coupons on. I know I used the one that I got from the stream
Don't know how much longer we can keep up with this.
last time on the Warden for Hellbore. What did I use my restricted ones on? That's going to annoy me. So the Guardian, did I get that one? Edison. The rest of them bundles I've had for quite some time. Yeah, that's better. Or was it a Titan I got? It was a Titan. I always try. I really do. Yeah. I'm going to wrap it up there, folks. I'll see who's over on Twitch to raid out to. See if anybody from the stream party's on. Don't think so. I think the zombies finished for the night. Who have I got that I'm following that's online? Dark Mum's on. She's always quite nice. I'll read out over to her. I say Wednesday I'll be doing a Star Citizen stream. Thursday possibly doing an STO 1. But yeah, that's us. So thanks to everybody that joined in. I know it was a bit last minute on a Monday night. But yes, I also need to go and get my ass to bed for work tomorrow. So I'm going to raid out just now. And I shall catch you all on the next one.